So I wanted to film this today. This is right next to my gym, and I pass this quite often. There's a new little, I don't know, you want to call it a tent city. There's shacks out here, another one right here, another one out there, another one there, another one there. They're popping up all over. There's a tile store right there. Costco's right over there. It is 110 degrees today. It was 114 yesterday. Gentleman laid out right here, just sleeping. This just popped up about a month ago. There's more people way out there in the middle of the desert here, just living in tents. Here comes somebody in a car right now. Anyways, I wanted to show this to you because it is unreal what is going on. I drive by this daily, and more people are landing up here, and yet we're being told the economy's doing well and that everybody's fine, and it's unbelievable what is taking place. So I wanted to film this to you and show all of you what's happening here in Southern California, and that while some people are getting help, they're getting the debit cards, they're getting this and that, there's Americans out here living like this, driving vehicles, all through here, people just popping up. Tents, boxes, and of course, you know, there's trash everywhere. This is not healthy for anybody, but when I come back here probably in a month, there'll be even more people here, and you can see people really far out, but you just saw this car just drive by. There's people with vehicles that live back here. This is how they're surviving. This is unacceptable, ladies and gentlemen. This is getting really bad. We have so many people in this country that are in such big trouble, and yet we're bringing people from all over the world here that I don't know how all these people are going to be housed, how they're going to eat, how they're going to survive, what kind of jobs they're going to do. I mean, but we have Americans sleeping in the middle of the desert, and this is not just this one place. This is happening all over the desert. I can take you out to the Banning area where there's literally 100 different shacks and dilapidated RVs in the middle of the desert, and people are just in survival mode. It's unbelievable. Comment down below, let me know what you think. I just wanted to run by today. This place is right next to my gym, and I just wanted to show this to you. I want to know your thoughts. Is this acceptable? Is America turning into a third world country, or are we going into a fourth world country? This is getting absolutely ridiculous, out of control. And it just makes me think, like, how much worse is this going to get? It's Thursday, September 26, 2024. Thanks for joining me today. So what do you all think about that? This is what I drive by daily when I go to my gym. Another encampment. While we are spending money like drunken sailors in this country, and I want to share some news with you today. I'm going to share some articles with you, and I just find that we are witnessing this country turn into a third world country right before our very eyes. You know, I live in a nice neighborhood. You might live in a nice neighborhood, but you don't have to go very far to see these encampments, to see people living in boxes and tents. And this is becoming more and more common throughout America, and it's extremely concerning. There was an article I was reading this morning from the economiccollapse.com. If our cities already look like they belong in Grand Theft Auto, the video game, what will they look like once the economy implodes? And I think every one of us better be asking ourselves this question right now, because we are watching the implosion of the U.S. economy, the implosion of our society. Again, looking at this encampment next to my gym today, walking distance, it makes me furious that we're not taking care of people, especially in the temperatures out here, yet we're giving money to people all over the world. We're watching a very scary transition in America, something that we have never seen before. When you were growing up, do you remember seeing what you're seeing right now? The homeless encampments, homeless people everywhere, people from all over the world coming in here getting free money. And yet we're just forgetting about people in this country. We're forgetting about small business. We're forgetting about the poor people, the food insecure. We're forgetting about these people, and people are falling way behind. Philadelphia police attacked over the weekend trying to stop a street takeover. We have never seen this kind of lawlessness in America. Now, this street takeover where, people are just acting ridiculous with their cars, doing donuts and drifting and all that on public roads. This started Saturday night at 9:30 p.m. It went to 4:30 a.m. Sunday morning. One officer hospitalized, 5 police cars severely damaged. People have no regard, no respect for human life, people's businesses, the law, police. They have no respect for you. Think about when this economy implodes, what this is going to look like. They said one kid had a flamethrower, used it to create a ring of fire. Some kid running around the streets of Philadelphia with a flamethrower. Now, I watched the video of this. People attacking police cars. Who in the world is out doing this? These are mostly kids, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30 in the morning. Where are their parents? And how is law enforcement ever going to get this under control? Can you imagine how bad this is going to look when things really do implode? We have gangs from South America, Central America now taking over apartment buildings throughout America, Ohio, Chicago, Wisconsin. It just goes on and on and on. More stores are closing, more restaurants are closing. People are becoming more and more desperate. There are people just, frankly, they're afraid to just leave their homes now because their neighborhoods are war zones. But people are becoming more desperate every day. They're going to become more desperate. And remember, extremely desperate people do extremely desperate things. When this economy continues to implode, when people get hungry, when people lose jobs, when they lose pensions, when they lose the ability to feed themselves, we got very, very big trouble. Very big trouble. You do not need to be a mind reader. You don't need to have a crystal ball. Just take a look around. Look at where this is going. Take a look and just think about the direction we're going in. If this continues, there's no coming back. I think at this point, we are past the point of no return where we're going to pay a severe price here, that we're going to see very, very big trouble economically and with the society breakdown that we're watching. This is going to burst at some point. Reuters, U.S. prepares $8 billion in arms aid packages for Zelensky visit. $8 billion. U.S. president announced this today. It looks like it's been approved. So how do you feel? $8 billion of your taxpayer money is going to this. You think that this isn't going to cause more inflation? I got people out here minutes from where I'm making this video sleeping in tents, sleeping in their cars, sleeping in boxes. And there are people getting $5,000 on debit cards. We're sending another additional $8 billion overseas. And as you know, I don't sit here and get political, right, left, in the middle. I just ask the questions: who's paying for this? How are we paying for this? How can you be a bankrupt nation with a debt of over $35 trillion and just write a check for $8 billion? I don't get it. While people right here, right now in this country are struggling, who's going to pay for this? If we continue doing this, ladies and gentlemen, we are all going to be living like those people in the beginning of this video. We'll all be living in tents. We'll all be living in cardboard boxes, because at some point they are going to destroy the US dollar by doing this. This is very, very dangerous. Disney bloodbath, latest round of layoffs hitting hundreds of corporate employees. Looks like 300 corporate employees are going to be losing their jobs. Last week, somebody commented to me that, Disney's doing great. I don't know what I'm talking about. Disney's, their theme parks are slow because the kids are back in school. Well, if you Google this, if you read the articles, their attendance over the summer when kids were not in school was way down. Everybody's always got an excuse for this. Nobody wants to admit that the economy is collapsing. Remember, they also eliminated 7,000 jobs globally last year. So things were so good. How come they eliminated 7,000 jobs last year? But everybody wants to keep making excuses that everything's good. Everybody's going to Disneyland. They're not. Their numbers are plunging. And let's remember this. they don't like you. They don't like what you believe in. You should not be going. If you really believe what's about to happen, if you really believe that things are crumbling, why would you give Disney 1 cent of your money and 1 second of your time? Why would you even bring your kids to a place like that? Forget Disney, spend your money somewhere else, probably invest it in yourself and put it in your preps. Keep your family away from places like that. Stay away from the football games, the baseball games, the theme parks. This is a time now to take the money and the time and get prepared. U.S. new vehicle sales expected to have struggled during the third quarter. Well, of course, how could they not? People are losing jobs. Their wages are going down. They have no money in the bank. They're living on credit cards. Average price of a new vehicle, $47,870. Average payment on a new vehicle, $730 per month. People are they're giddy over the rate cut. Isn't this wonderful? 50 basis points. Let me remind all of you, if you're financing a $35,000 car loan, that 50 basis point rate cut allows you to save $10 a month on your car payment. Is that really going to change anything? $10 a month, that's what you're saving on $35,000. Pending home sales limp off all-time record lows in August. They rose 0.6%. They were expected to raise 1%. 30-year fixed mortgage went up 3 basis points. Now it's 6.2%. The 10-year bond yield is creeping back up, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what's creeping back up with it? Mortgage rates. Yesterday, we were talking about the 20% increase in people refinancing their homes last week. It was a 20% increase week over week. The more I think about that, how desperate and how broke are people that they went and refinanced their home at 6.18%. These are desperate, broke people. And this is another warning sign. Another warning to all of us that people are refinancing their house at 6.18%. Why are they doing it? They're broke. They're desperate. Not a good sign. MSNBC won't ask Ms. Harris the tough questions, but gold has all the answers. I hope that everybody has been acquiring those pet rocks, gold, silver, over the years. If you have done extremely, extremely well. You have real wealth, you have real money, and you have real insurance. A couple things why gold is going up. They're saying a 95% chance now that the East Coast ports or East Coast port, that strike is going to happen. 95% chance. Let's pray to God it doesn't. For every day that port is shut down, that delays shipments 6 days. This is going to be extremely costly. $2 billion a day. It will affect the economy by $2 billion a day. And perishable goods are going to be destroyed. There's going to be huge losses. And of course, the rate of those containers is going to go up like $20,000. So this is going to be passed on to you. It's going to be very inflationary and at the worst possible time during the holidays. More reasons why gold's going up. Reports that Russia is supplying advanced anti-ship missiles to the Houthis. Israel preparing for ground operations. Iranian oil facilities will be targeted. This is all a warning that more trouble is coming. We're going to see more geopolitical problems, more economic problems, more war, more inflation, and this is why gold is going up. It's just a matter of time before gold hits 2,700. And then it's a matter of time. Once it breaks 2,700, it's going to 3,000, ladies and gentlemen. I love gold. For the reason that it's extremely liquid, it's real money, it's God's money, it's a 5,000-year history, and if you need to convert it into any currency in the world, you can do that. If you need help, if you need a great place, people write me, who can I trust to buy gold from? I've never done it before, or silver. Go to my link down below, SD Bullion. They will take very, very good care of you. CNBC today, silver hits 12-year high, chasing gold's record-breaking rally. As I make this video, silver $32.20 an ounce, gold $2,682 an ounce. And I remember for years, people would ridicule and judge me that, oh, silver's going to, $4 and, gold's going to 500 and, and all you had to do is see that we've got big problems. Years ago, the debts, the retail apocalypse, the geopolitical problems, people living on credit cards, people living beyond their means. And all you had to do is you could just connect the dots so easily. that the more the debt piles up, the more household debt piles up, national debt piles up. There's no way out of this. This stuff has been on sale. And so I've been buying it for years. And people will look back and go, those were the good times. But even in the good times, we were already seeing big cracks in the dam. And for me, my family, my circle of friends, we were aware of that. And we looked at this as a buying opportunity. And believe it or not, I still believe that all this stuff is still a buying opportunity, because there is going to be so much more pain coming. This stuff has a long way to go. I do believe silver will break its all-time high again. Gold continues to break its all-time high. How far will it go? 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 10,000? It all depends on how bad things get. Gold is going to go up the worse things get. And if we believe things are going to continue to get worse, gold's going up. And this is why central banks have been buying this stuff for years and years and years, and they're buying it at a record pace. So I think that we all need to prepare the best that we can. Food, water, training, real money like gold and silver, being awake and aware of our surroundings. There is so much taking place, ladies and gentlemen, and it gives me no satisfaction to make these videos daily talking about this stuff. There are other videos I would rather make, a completely different channel, having fun, but I have a duty to all of you, and I'm trying to give back to God and do the right thing. And give back to my country in a way, just waking people up. And this may be repetitive for some people, and if it is, that means you're prepared. You don't need me to remind you. But some people need reinforcement. Some people are extremely new. Some people have never heard of any of this before, and they're just waking up. And so, if this is repetitive to you, and you disagree with me talking about this daily, then there's a million other channels out there. And I want to thank everybody who takes 15, 20 minutes a day and tunes into my channel, because there are a lot of other channels out there. I'm just reporting to you daily the news that is coming across the television, the internet, wherever. I'm just reporting it to you and trying to break it down, and reminding all of you, don't get complacent. Things are really heating up. We've never been in a place like this ever before. We've never seen household debt, national debt, global debt where it's at right now. We've never seen so much escalation across the world and these wars. And there's a lot of nuclear power out there now, ladies and gentlemen, and things can go nuclear very, very quickly. We've never seen the average American in so much trouble. The amount of money now that it costs to live month to month, pay the bills, pay the rent, a mortgage, we've never seen anything like this. And we're going to see problems, and we're seeing problems right now. And just like the beginning of this video, big problems. Let me remind all of you, there's a lot of homeless people out there. Yes, a lot of them have mental illness. Yes, a lot of them have drug addictions. There's a lot of people out there that don't have those problems, that got too far into debt, went through a bad divorce, went through some tough times, had medical bills that they just could not get caught up on. And, they lost their house over bills, divorce, whatever. And so they're in a real bad place now. And I make these videos so that you avoid landing up like that. Years ago, when we would film the homeless and make videos, people would laugh. Those people get what they deserve. They're all, drug addicts. They're this, they're that. People aren't laughing anymore, because those people now realize that they're one paycheck away from being in the same place. If you don't have a good church or a family to fall back on, you can easily be out there in a tent today. I realize that. I hope you realize that too. And I hope that you thank God every day for what you have. If you're eating, you can take a shower. Maybe you even have a job. Maybe you're even, getting a good paycheck. You should feel very blessed, and you should really be thanking God for that. But if you have a roof over your head, and you can take a shower, and you can eat twice a day, wow, you are extremely blessed. We take so much for granted. Don't take your health for granted. There's so many people getting sick, so many people that have just let themselves go and have become obese and just gave up. Take care of your bodies, ladies and gentlemen. It's so important. But again, we are so blessed. If you have, the 15, 20 minutes a day to watch these videos and absorb some knowledge
and walk the walk, and you're awake, God has blessed you. He has woken you up. You should be thanking God every day for blessing you. I thank God every day that I'm eating, that I can walk, that I can talk, that I have a roof over my head. I'm blessed with a great family. I'm blessed with these great animals. We're blessed. So let's not ever forget that. It doesn't matter how big your house is, if you live at the beach or you live in a garage, you have a roof over your head. You're alive today. You're healthy. You're eating. You have opportunity. You have a chance. But you're awake most of all. So you're preparing for what's coming. And that's the biggest thing, that you are prepared for what's coming. I don't want you landing up out in the middle of the desert, sleeping in a tent or a dilapidated RV or a shack. So get the debts paid off. Don't get yourself into debt. Really bear down and attack this debt, get it paid off. Work the side hustles, put as much capital away as possible, invest in yourself. Don't invest in football games and baseball games and weekend trips. Invest in yourself, in your skills, that you know how to take care of yourself, that you know how to do things, that you have the food, the water, the gold, the silver, and the skill set to get through what is coming. This is going to be a very, very ugly time, ladies and gentlemen. You need to be building your ark now, because the flood is coming. Prepare, prepare, prepare. God bless.